Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are making our way through Will's quest to find the dragon Ansor here below the Wormway, where we are going through some trials set by Baldur on. We finished one, where it seems we successfully handled it. Let's go down here and talk to this statue of Balduran.
Has to put my hands on everything.
Paintings hung on the wall.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Justice. No pardon without repentance, and no penalty without mercy. The right path often lies between the extremes.
Thank you for the wise words, Will. I'll keep them in mind. Is that a general aphorism of yours, or are you trying to be helpful? I'd rather you keep your musings to yourself. Thank you for the wise words, Will. I'll keep them in mind.
Wise indeed, though I can't take credit. It was my father who taught me the ways of the just.
Your father learned from following from the teachings of Balduran. So we're looking for something between. Wish they had the dialogue here. But yeah, not being too merciful or too vengeful, however it was phrased. The judge here in shadow. Well, is a shadow. Interesting. Shrouded paintings. Awaiting judgment. Shrouded painting. Shrouded painting. Shrouded painting. Why are you different? Well, let's look at all these paintings. The apple.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political.
Okay.
The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched.
Is that the same man who was stealing the apple?
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in the open-air market called the Wide.
Okay, so he stole an apple, then gave it to a child. The other children are now also wanting food. There is arcane writing over these. That's probably significant.
The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9.
Don't know the meaning of that yet. The theft.
The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more.
Huh. Okay.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance.
So he was asked by this woman to steal the astrolabe is the assumption, and she's watching him complete it.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
Okay, what exactly was I supposed to do here? We've got the story.
Cleanse the world of those who would stand in the way of the righteous. But do not let such cleansing prevent justice.
Okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, because we could just, like, burn up a painting, but I don't think that's right. Let's try talking to the judge. And then maybe also try looking at the shrouded paintings.
I need a quick word.
Away! Behold, the paintings tell the tale. My judgment is rendered. The thief earns his due.
Okay. Waiting judgment. Insert an item.
The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them somehow.
Cast light.
No time to dally.
You have light, yes? Yes.
Let's get going. The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them somehow. The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them somehow. The shadows are blocking me.
Yeah.
I need to get rid of them somehow.
I'm not sure about what I'm supposed to be doing here. Will, any ideas?
This place is astonishing. A bard's legend made real.
No. Unhelpful. Judges obscuring the paintings within 20 feet, preventing judgment being passed on an accused soul. He's cursed. Do we dispel curse?
A long way to go still.
Well, that did something. This honorable judge was banished, but judgment must still be passed.
All right, what now?
Can you undo that light, please? Okay, only one thing can be targeted at a time, so target yourself. There we go.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
So we've got the hanging, freedom, or the cell. And we need to move one of them to the waiting judgment. Got it. Let's look at each
Simple
one.
enough.
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek.
Seems a bit rough.
Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak.
And that's
A captive
probably too
blinks
lenient.
A sly smile beneath his hood, and a golden coin in his hand.
A thief walks free. Is this truly justice?
Probably the cell.
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
So yeah, no further reference to the woman who got him to steal the astrolabe. But it feels, of these options, like the cell is the most middle ground, which is what we've been told to find. Oh, Journal of Adventures number 2. What are you? I hadn't expected puzzles. Is the Great Worm really hidden behind tests of this kind? I'd expected feats of strength, yes, but nothing like this, like it was designed for sport. Wonder if I missed another journal, or if we're going to come across it later. Anyway, we want... I guess we need to just pick this up.
The cell. A stern prison guard slide.
Let's put the portrait of myself. Perfect. Cell. You banished this honorable judge and applied lex talionis, the principle of the sentence being proportional to the crime. You are a paragon of justice. Proceed.
Wonder if
I am a paragon of justice, yes. Okay, so those two are now glowing. Cool. I'm inclined to assume we're supposed to go to that one last, since it's got the dragon's face on it. This one is him with a sword, which is a little worrying. Cemetery Blue Torch. Chamber of Courage. Journal of Adventure number 4. That means there probably is a Journal of Adventures in each room, and we've missed one.
More for me.
I was wanting to read that. Thank you. A lanceboard trial. A blade lanceboard trial. And the ground shakes, crystals fall, and I can hear the rustling of metal against rust. If this is the end, let this be my record. Then we must run. It's the Chamber of Courage. Probably shouldn't run. Attuned crystal. Several attuned crystals. Let me steal that Viridian crystal, because that's probably not part of the test, I hope. Steam cloud water. Okay, that's just getting us wet. Alright. Baldur, what do you have to say?
A champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch, withstand the elements, prove your courage.
Champion burns bright even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. So something is going to happen to try and put out the torch, and we're supposed to just stand here and resist. I think. Let's take the torch. Okay. Water elemental, air elemental, water, air. What are you? I mean, that looks like lightning, which would be tied to an air elemental. Does that mean it's supposed to do something about that? I can't target it. I could attack the elementals, potentially knocking them off, which would be a bit funny. Sure. So we need to survive for 4 turns. That's okay. so this is a repelling blast. You shoot 3. I haven't used will basically ever. Let's see if I can knock off some of them. Okay, we knocked off. Okay, that's probably just a turn timer, which we've already got a turn timer here, but we've got 4 rings and one of them is glowing. I'm going to assume it's a turn timer. And then cast Hex on... Disadvantage on strength checks, which is not saves. Whatever. I just want the extra damage. We'll call that good for Will's turn. Okay, we could absorb the elements once per day because of his cloak. I'm gonna ignore it for now. Ouch. We got shocked. How weird. Alright, well, Scratch, you're first. For whatever that's worth. So I'll have you go in behind and take a bite. Critical miss. Perfect.
What should I do?
You should move forward and attack. I do like the push back, instantly remove them from the fight. That was convenient. Are you... I think that's poison, so... Let me verify that. Yes, you're immune to poison, so no sense in us trying to hit you with it. What are your saves looking like? Strength, con... Because Thunder Wave is a con save. Your con save is only a +2. Do I think I could knock you guys off? Not really excited to do electricity damage, but I should get through their resistances. It looks like, depending on the angle, I could knock him off. There we go. Nice. Can't believe I got shocked. I'm all about electricity. But whatever, we'll step away from the rest of the party so we can't be hit as a group, ideally.
Let my name be known.
Good crit. Alright, well there's turn 1. Scratch is going to die soon, but that's fine. Turn 2, they've added water and air. Eldritch Blast, please. Which one of you has the better... How can I find what... Repelling Blast. Repelling Blast. When hit with an Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 15 feet away from you. It doesn't say what kind of save they get, if it's strength or con. Thunderwave is con, but Repelling Blast I feel is strength, but I can't say that with confidence. 18 or 14. You've got 18 or 16. So you're going to be potentially harder to push. So of my 3 blasts, we'll send 2 of them. Well, that's not ideal. Can I get to an angle where I am able to launch you? Why? Huh. Now I can't even target that one because of where I'm standing. Am I gonna have to actually fight you guys? Because that's disappointing. Well, let's use bonus action to move my hex. Onto you. Then we'll hit you once and you twice. Yeah. Shame the knockback doesn't go as far as I thought it should. But good damage. Scratch. We'll hold off on you.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Do I think you'll be able to knock them away? Maybe. Let's see if I can get you into melee-ish range. Because worst case, if I can't use Thunder Wave effectively, I can still attack with Shocking Grasp. He's an air elemental, but I ignore resistances, so it's fine. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Too bad. Ah well. Lizelle, any of them... No, none of them are particularly hurt. Take out the water elemental, I think. I said take out the water elemental? Oh, double miss on an 85%. Not good. Action surge, but unlikely we'll kill it this turn anyway. But I'm gonna give it a shot. You're getting so many misses on this 85%. So yeah, we're not getting the kill with 3 misses out of our 6 attacks on an 85%. It's not good. Scratch. You dash forward. And just annoy them or something.
Can't afford to let up.
What are your guys' dex saves looking like? +2 on you. +2 on you. So yeah, I could go Sacred Flame. Get a bit of a solid hit. Call that good, but we're going to be taking some heavy hits here, probably. Good crit. Explosive Ice. Wasn't a spell. Hurl 3 tridents forged of glistening ice that pierce targets and create ice surfaces on impact. Huh. I assume you're probably only going to get 1 attack, so I'm not going to bother using my reaction for charm. I doubt I'll have another reaction to use, so I might as well. Okay, we're back to here. Two on you and 1 on you, I think. Knocked you back. Did we get any more summoned? We did. I didn't even notice. We've got 2 more back here. Another air and another water. Yikes. We're gonna survive, which is the goal.
Victory awaits.
That's you down. Then... I kind of don't want you to slip on the ice, if possible. Okay. Another one down. Then can you jump? Not really. You can get over there. How about that?
I will not know failure.
Good stuff.
The blade will not bend.
Might as well put some hexes on. Just cuz. Does damage type become resistant to it? Okay, interesting. Scratch, you can hold off.
Still breathing.
Do I try another Thunder Wave? Because I could just go for a Shocking Grasp. Get a good amount of damage in. Well, 30 damage or so. I could actually use some spell slots. But feels like a bit of a waste just to hit 2 of them. You take extra damage from cold. Ooh, because you're standing in water. Well now. If you're just gonna give me that option. Do I go with a higher level slot? Yeah, we'll go 3rd level. Pretty much guaranteed to hit, and it'll do double damage. I'm good with that. Good stuff. Shadowheart, what do we do with you? You are Scratch, not Shadowheart. Oh, and you fell over. Perfect. Oh, no, Shadowheart. I thought we were still on Scratch. Oh, you silenced... Was that Will? Those are some hefty hits. Raging Vortex. Victinity is silenced. Is that due to the location? Probably. We didn't get new ones summoned. It's still just down to these 2. You have no jumps. Okay. Please walk out of... There we go. Silence End. I think more Eldritch Blast. I'll just hit you 3 times. Almost knocked you out, but you hit that wall instead, which is a shame. Scratch, feel free to... You can't attack. Not enough movement because of difficult terrain. Sure. Just move and end your turn. It's fine.
Can't give up. Not now.
You're silenced as well. So if I stepped you just barely, you would... I can't step you here because it thinks I'm trying to click on the air elemental. If I click any farther, it thinks I'm trying to walk around and I'll take an attack of opportunity. Well, that's awkward. Alright, go for the swipe.
Can't even catch my breath.
Whatever. Then I can fly doubled movement cost because of difficult terrain. Sure. I guess that's probably difficult terrain, and it does make sense if it's wind that it would still be difficult terrain, even though I'm walking. Let's... I don't know. Just do a little bit of damage, it's fine.
Taste my fury.
Why did you get an attack on me? An opportunity attack as I ran up to you. Another 85% miss. There we go. And if you could get next to him. Ow. Courage is a beacon to meek and mighty alike. May you ever withstand the raging elements. Proceed. I mean, not terribly challenging. It says there's an item in that corpse, but I guess not.
Don't waste a step.
So we took some damage. Not too bad. Might want to take a short rest. Yeah, let's short rest. We'll get back some healing. Lae'zel will get back her
A welcome rest.
action surge.
Let's move.
And I kind of want to go back over into here and see if I did miss a note somewhere. Thought I was being reasonably thorough. Hello, book that we apparently missed before. Huh. There are several books flying around that we missed before. Well, Will has the sleight of hands better than anyone else.
Slippery little blighter. Slippery little blighter.
Don't waste
Or not.
no harm in a little conversation.
So you got the Book of Stead. Virtues of Unions by Alwyn Stead. It is quite obvious that larger kingdoms offer benefits to all peoples within. As a kingdom grows, so does its fields, its populace, and its economy. A few charred corpses is a worthy sacrifice if a dragon offers to share its hoard, after all. So too should you seek union, however imperfect, should a powerful kingdom march its army on your borders. Some friction is inevitable, of course. Citizens' rights might erode, for instance, but such lesser issues will be sanded down by the march of time, such as the price of peace. So that's a viewpoint of
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
a
interesting
bit more
times.
neutral, not evil for the sake of evil, but still not a good viewpoint. And then Swelto is the one that we were told was a bit more evil. Okay.
Hold still, William.
Almost. Not quite. Blasted little thing slipped in my grasp.
Slippery little blighter.
Huh. So are we just not even getting checks anymore? Seems that way. Shadowheart got her check there, but the rest of us don't even get to make checks against this one.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Don't suppose something like that would count.
Time to press ahead.
Oh well. We couldn't pick it up, so there wasn't anything that I could do about it. Disappointing, I would have liked to have read it. But I guess each person gets an opportunity to collect one book, and since we missed several, then there were no more chances. Yeah, I don't see an adventurer's journal here. Strikes me as odd. That other room had number 4. And one room had 2, one room had 4. So you would think... Ah, well. So last area is through here. But I think I'm going to put a cut here before we go into our last challenge. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time as we do the final challenge and maybe go meet Ansor. Thanks for watching. Bye.